Hi everybody, welcome back to another Music Masterpiece, and this evening we are looking at one of my all-time favourite bands, which is Black Sabbath, and all the way back when this was originally written in 1979 for the release of the Heaven and Hell album in 1980, and such an exciting time for the band in one way and sad in another, with Ozzy departing the band and Ronnie coming in, and not really interested in the comparisons between Ronnie and Ozzy. These were just different aspects or different versions of Black Sabbath, and I've always loved the Ozzy era, and I've always loved the Ronnie era, and what Ronnie did before and what Ozzy did afterwards. So let's get into this. Around the next 2 or 3 years, there was a couple of songs. There was Children of the Sea by Black Sabbath, and there's Children of the Damned by Iron Maiden. And I will be doing a reaction video to Children of the Damned by Iron Maiden, because that is also a music masterpiece. But let's do Children of the Sea first. Tony Iommi, as always, beautiful guitar.
In the misty morning, on the edge of time, we've lost the rising sun, a final sign. As the misty morning rolls away to die.
There's a real sense of hope in this early part of this track, isn't it? You think this was early on in the album as well, and we would be flipping albums in those days. You sit there and you listen to the acoustic guitars played very wistfully, and in the misty morning on the edge of time. Again, classic Dio lyricism coming in here. And what's interesting about this particular song is that there was an Ozzy version of this. I've never heard it. I do believe it's out there somewhere, but I think it's a different type of Children of the Sea song. But I think this was embryonically in Tony's mind when he first got together with Ronnie. And this, according to all reports, was the first song written for this album. So it wasn't Neon Nights, and it wasn't Heaven and Hell, and it wasn't Die Young, and it wasn't Lonely Is the Word. It was Children of the Sea.
Reaching for the stars, we blind the sky.
So good.
We sailed across the air before we learned to fly. We thought that it could never end. We glide above the ground before we learned to run. Now it seems our world has come undone.
There's a real setup going on here in this track. I know verses are always set up for choruses anyway, or pre-choruses, but you're very much getting that whole rhythm coming through, and Ronnie setting up this very clever little section. Hitting the mic lately. Very clever little section coming up.
Oh, they say that it's over.
Gone down.
That it just had to be.
Unusual, this.
They say that it's over.
it's rare that a chorus goes down, isn't it? And I'm thinking even on this album actually, Die Young goes up. I'm trying to think Heaven and Hell. Maybe Heaven and Hell maybe goes down a little bit. That's interesting, isn't it? Whenever we're listening to music and the pre-chorus tends to sort of push us into, think of Never Say Die with Ozzy. Don't you ever say die. Everything goes up. This isn't. And I think there's something about this particular track that is so incredible because it just has this, it sits, we've had that acoustic part, but everything else has taken over here, and we still absolutely pulled in by the mysticism. It's just incredible. So going into Tony's sort of solo on this song, it was funny. I was looking up this track, and it's funny how albums get put together, isn't it? Where we automatically think there's this lovely harmony between everybody, and everybody comes in, does their job, goes home. Well, Geezer was going through some particular stuff around this period. And they brought in a guy called Geoff Nicholls. And Geoff Nicholls played the bass on this particular track. And then Geoff went on to play keyboards with the group. So I always talk about the fifth Beatle. We had the fifth member of Black Sabbath on this album, Geoff Nicholls. And Geoff... his contribution to one of the iconic albums in metal history. And how great must that be? But I wonder how many people have ever interviewed Geoff over the years. Maybe there's some interview with him somewhere. But obviously when you go out on tour, it's Ronnie, it's Tony, it's Geezer, and it was Bill. As in, that's the latest version of the band, and sometimes people who make an incredible contribution to it don't quite get the same, don't get the recognition maybe that they deserved. It's backing vocals there. It's really clever production. Carries it really nicely with the guitar solo, doesn't it? Lovely drums from Bill there. That particular section there, the little I don't know if you've heard a song by Titan that came out maybe 1981. Blind Men and Fools. Go and check it out. Heard it here first. Back to the acoustic guitar. It's funny, I don't remember it coming back. Oh, some keyboard there.
In the misty morning, on the edge of time, we've lost the rising sun.
Maybe Geoff was doing both the keyboard and the bass. Bass is very much the fore here.
The misty morning rolls away to die, reaching for the stars, we blind the sky.
Now we're going to finish.
Oh, they say that it's over, and it just had to be. Oh, they say that it's over
Lovely, lovely line there from Ronnie.
of the sea. Yeah, look out! The sky is falling down. Look out! The world is spinning round and round and round. Look out! The
Oh, echo.
swing black, black. Look out!
Nice staccato. Start stopping it there.
Coming back. Look out!
Stunning. An absolutely stunning track. And I think when you stop and think about the two albums that Ronnie did in this era, it's the weird thing is I go back to Heaven and Hell a lot. But I think out of the two albums, out of Mob Rules and this album, I think probably the best tracks are on Heaven and Hell, but the best album from beginning to end is Mob Rules. What do you think? Ooh, controversial thing to say there. I don't know. What was your favourite Ronnie album? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for enjoying this with me, and I'll see you in the next video.